What up, fam? You already know the vibes. Welcome back to Deep Dive Reddit Stories, the place where we scroll so you don't have to.
Always a pleasure.
Okay, so today we're not just deep diving. No. We're doing a full-on cannonball into the legendary, kind of chaotic depths of Wall Street bets.
Ah, Wall Street bets. The internet's financial Wild West.
Totally. Like, if you've ever felt that FOMO, the fear of missing out hit when your friend flexes their crypto gains, or maybe you've just wondered what financial freedom looks like when it's powered by pure chaos, then you're going to want to stay locked in for this one.
Indeed.
We're talking about a true main character today, a legend, Ill Pollution 1193. This user pulled off a total power move, turned a measly $153
Just $153.
into over 10 Gs. $10,000 in 3 weeks.
It's quite the headline figure.
No cap. It's absolutely wild. It's giving rags to riches, but with way more regarded homies than your typical finance bros in suits.
A very different demographic, yes.
Yep. And our source material. Straight from the belly of the beast, the Reddit threads themselves. We got the original post, the comments, the whole shebang. We're going to unpack this whole saga, from the initial flex to the inevitable show your losses demand.
The classic WSB arc.
Exactly. And joining me to navigate this digital financial jungle gym is my co-pilot, ready to drop some maybe ironic truth bombs on this madness.
Well, truth might be a strong word in this context, but yes. What's really fascinating here isn't just the number, the 10K gain, impressive as it is. It's the whole ecosystem.
Right.
This environment of belief, denial, pure dopamine chasing that Wall Street Bets really cultivates. It's less a financial forum, honestly, and more like performance art.
Performance art. I like that. It fits.
Think about it. The bravado, the self-deprecating jokes, even posting the huge losses, it builds this whole narrative, right?
Yeah.
It's almost theatrical. People get drawn in for more than just the money.
Yeah, it's a whole vibe.
Which raises the big question, doesn't it? Is this whole stonks go up thing actually Skelkovus? Or is it just, the universe saying bet on a totally random gamble?
Oh, the universe definitely said bet on this one. I think we can agree on that. But, what made this story pop off so hard in the community? Was it just the money, or was it something else?
That's a good point. The numbers are attention-grabbing, certainly.
Because our hero, Ill Pollution 1193, just drops this post titled $153 to 10.2K in 3 weeks. That's it.
So concise.
The audacity, the brevity, the sheer vibes. And they said, held TSLA puts and straight into TMC from there.
Right. So for anyone maybe not fluent in option speak, TSLA puts are basically bets that Tesla stock will go down.
A bold move, usually.
Often, yes.
Yeah.
Expecting a dip, and then the sign-off. The classic.
Oh, yeah. Thanks to my regarded homies.
And we should probably clarify, regarded in the Wall Street Bets dictionary is... well, it's a term of endearment, almost.
Yeah, like self-aware endearment for fellow gamblers, Dagans.
Participants in the grand experiment, let's say. It's the community acknowledging, maybe standard financial advice isn't our main thing.
Definitely not. And the post itself is just peak WSB. Someone commented it was like 4chan found a Bloomberg terminal.
That description resonates, doesn't it? It captures the anarchy and the financial tools colliding.
It really does. But is it just chaos? Is there any method hiding in there? Because you dig into the comments and OP actually clarifies the journey. People were asking, obviously, how?
Understandably.
And it wasn't just one magic bullet trade. It was a series of quick plays. A real hustle. They laid it out. $150, $500, then $500, $255, and finally $4,400, $1,555.
Right. So that initial $150, that was the TSLA put, turned it into about $500.
Okay.
Then they took that $500 and went all in the YOLO, as they say on TMC calls.
YOLO, full send. What were the calls exactly?
Specifically, 50 contracts at TMC. The price was 10 cents each, July 18th expiration with a $7 strike price.
Gotcha. So calls are betting the stock goes up, opposite of puts.
Precisely. Yeah. And this wasn't a passive thing. Set it and forget it. This sounds like high frequency, high stakes. Well, you said it. Betting.
Yeah.
And Ill Pollution 1193 even complained, right?
Yeah.
About fuckery with options, prices changing the second I sell or buy.
Oh, yeah, the classic platform complaints.
Only for them to return back to original price the second I click cancel, over and over sometimes. Which, points to maybe high volatility, the liquidity issues.
Stuff that happens with these kinds of wild plays, basically.
It makes trading tricky, adds to the whole chaotic feel. It's fast decisions, high stress, and maybe a bit of digital voodoo.
Digital voodoo. I'm stealing that. Okay, so the post drops. The legend is born.
Yeah.
And the comments just like explode. It was this perfect storm of hype, disbelief, and pure Degan spirit.
The usual WSB cocktail.
Totally. You had Waste Neighborhood 38 just posting, God, I've seen what you've done for these retards, which is just, I mean, peak internet right there.
It captures that blend of desperation and dark humor perfectly.
And then possible version 2680 comes in hot with, I think I'm next. God told me I'm extra regarded. You can just feel the hope, right? The aspirational delusion.
And that's the engine, isn't it? That shared effervescence. It's less about PE ratios and more about the collective high wire act.
Totally. Someone else, Why the Hell Not Weekend, said, this is how legends are made.
Or it was uncalled for, had that great observation about validation. When you're right, it's just all validation, and even better, you get fucking paid.
Right.
Imagine being paid $10K to be right Elmo. It's the ultimate dopamine rush, especially when, traditional success feels kind of gated.
Getting paid 10 G's just for being right about a meme stock. That's the dream. But okay, then the other side rolls in. The skeptics, the reality checkers.
Ah, yes, the counter-narrative. Equally important in the ecosystem.
Because you get long to ban, shitting with the classic, just a measly $153, plus the other $450, but $600 doesn't sound as impressive. Even WSB is clickbait now. A little bit of shade.
A fair point about framing, perhaps.
And then DogPubes911, great username, by the way, just drops the bomb. You don't see the 1,000 losers.
Which is the crucial context, always. And BNB281 had that amazing cell phone reply.
Oh yeah, women look in the mirror every day. Gold!
That self-deprecating humor is absolutely core to WSB. You just have to acknowledge the L's, right? It's part of the membership fee.
Totally. And then the classic demand, now show us your all-time chart. That was Bola421.
The ultimate proof request.
And OP comes back with, I'm still up 4K overall. It's not much, but it's green. Which, okay, fair enough. Still green is green.
It tempers the massive gain slightly, adds a touch of realism. Then you had necessary Fold 4961 with the succinct critique, fake and gay.
The timeless classic. And OP's response, perfect deadpan. Thanks, G.
Chef's kiss. Just embraces the absurdity.
Thanks, G. That's how you know they're fluent in WSB. It is performance art, and OP leans right into it. Remember, Kulab Diaka asked, is everyone in this Reddit a compulsive gambler?
A direct question.
And Ill Pollution 1193 just replies, yeah, dude, that's what we do here, just flat out.
No pretense, no evasion, just yes. This is a casino, and we know it.
Pure, unadulterated, degen energy. Love it.
That self-awareness is quite something. They know the risks, they know the odds are probably against them, but they dive in anyway. It's like the participation itself is the point, almost as much as the potential winnings.
Okay, so if everyone knows it's basically a casino for regarded people, what are the, unwritten rules? How does this place even function? Let's talk luck versus skill.
Always a central theme there.
Because Bander Killa just says, better to be lucky. Simple. True.
Hard to argue with sometimes.
And Got 2007 wishes, I wish I were lucky or smart. Which mood? Yeah. But Fancy Jackfruit 8578 had this killer line. Funny enough, those who usually did this didn't think.
Implying that overthinking is detrimental in this specific game.
Yeah, like maybe ignorance is bliss when you're YOLOing into meme stocks. You just gotta have the guts, not the brains.
It's a compelling, if counterintuitive, theory. And it ties into that self-aware dumbness thing. Harry Monitor 4203 said, what's funny is you have to be so dumb to do this.
Right. It's like a badge of honor. We know this is stupid. That's the point.
Leaning into the perceived irrationality.
And the win-loss cycle is just brutal. Frozen Walkway admitted, last time I did this, I gave it back immediately. Super relatable.
The ephemeral nature of the gains.
But then you get absolute legends, like 67 high, just casually dropping. I turned 181 into 400K last year, lol. Then I lost it all. Just wow.
The full roller coaster in one comment. Spectacular highs, devastating lows.
And Mark Train 1234 hits back with, rookie numbers. I lost 10.2K in 15 minutes, bud.
Ouch. A grim one-upmanship.
And OP's reply to that loss. Just perfect WSB. Nice. I'll have my day of reckoning, along with some bitchin' loss porn.
Embracing the future potential failure. Loss porn, for the uninitiated, is when users post screenshots of their massive losses. Cathartic, communal, darkly humorous.
All of the above, I think. So what about due diligence? How does that work here?
Well, DD on Wall Street Bets is a flexible concept. You might have meme stock degen proclaiming, this company is going to be the next Berkshire. Pure hype.
The dream.
Contrasted immediately by someone like Real Mogger saying, it's a scam, pump and dump, make your money and don't stay long.
The cynical reality check.
And Ill Pollution 1193's take on their TMC play was very revealing. The hype is real. That's what made me money. I was never going to stay until Friday, Monday.
So it's not about the company, it's about surfing the hype wave.
Exactly. Forget fundamentals. It's about catching the momentum, the collective belief, however temporary or irrational it might seem. The hype is the asset.
The hype is the asset. That's deep, low-key. Okay, but this comment thread about getting banned, hilarious. Dan660 says, one tip would be to not get information about a company from a subreddit with the company's name in the subreddit name. Would have given you this advice in that subreddit, but am banned for giving accurate information.
Banned for giving accurate information. The irony.
Endorian Soundscapes follows up with, banned for not be regarded enough. If they were losing plays, he would still be here. It's like, you're too sensible for this club.
It perfectly illustrates the performative nature, doesn't it? Maintaining the chaotic, regarded identity is paramount, even over objective accuracy. The sub protects its chaos.
You got to be regarded enough to ride.
Precisely. And while options trading offers those huge potential gains, OP acknowledges the flip side, right? In theory, can lose it all.
Yeah, fine print.
In practice, you recognize a losing trade and mitigate the damage. Regroup and try again. So there's some risk management, maybe, but it's still a high-wire act. The safety net is often just pure cope.
And the belief you can just try again. Infinite lives cheat code, basically.
Something like that.
Okay, so inevitably, when someone posts a win like this, the FOMO kicks in hard. Everyone wants the secret sauce.
The teach me your ways phenomenon.
Totally. You get comments like King Stars. I wish I understood how this works. Anybody care to give me mono one session? I promise I won't drive you crazy. Bless their heart.
The hopeful beginner.
And then the straight up begging. Scarapulsive7736. Teach me your ways. I'll pay you royalties for life. AE
Royalties for life. Quite an offer.
Or prestigious drag 7674. Can I give a $500 to do the same for me? Just outsourcing the gamble.
Delegating the degeneracy.
My fave, though. Slide Yarjims admits, show me how. I have the capital, but not the balls. Honesty.
Acknowledging the risk tolerance gap. But this is where the fantasy really bumps up against reality, isn't it?
How so?
Well, everyone wants the easy answer, the spoon-fed picks. But others in the thread, like Fancy Jackfruit 8578 and Asusu Swelsis,
Right.
push back.
Right, what did they say?
Basically, the moment he tells you you will not win, that's the law. And he's not going to spoon-feed you, you'd lose it all anyways. There's this sense that the magic is somehow tied to individual discovery, or maybe just luck and can't be replicated on demand.
So you can't just copy-paste the success.
It seems unlikely. These big wins, they're like the flashing jackpot lights in a casino, right? They're the marketing.
Totally. They show you the one winner.
Exactly. Dazzling you with the dream, while the thousands of losses remain mostly in the shadows. It's a powerful psychological pull.
It's the dog pubes 911 comment again. You don't see the 1,000 losers. Remarkable at 8487 even said something like, you had a better chance going to Vegas, but congrats anyway.
Mm-hmm. Acknowledging the odds.
So the appeal isn't really sound strategy, it's the dream of hitting the lottery, basically.
The dream of instant, chaotic wealth, the ultimate shortcut, packaged in memes and irony. It taps into that deep desire, especially when traditional finance feels slow or inaccessible.
Right. So, wrapping this up, what does it all mean? I mean, it's been a wild ride into money memes and massive FOMO colliding.
A potent combination.
It's giving don't try this at home, kids, but also, like, low-key, if you do, tell me how it goes.
Responsibly irresponsible advice.
Pretty much. But it makes you think, right? In this world of financial gurus selling courses and complicated strategies, is the real play just finding your tribe of fellow regards and riding the chaos? Is it better to be lucky or literate? Thinking of that, if I knew how to read, I would be upset vibe.
A profound question in its own way.
All right, fam. If you vibed with this deep dive, if you felt any of that chaotic energy, don't be a flop. Smash that subscribe button. Seriously, help us slay the algorithm. We need it.
It helps, apparently.
And spill the tea in the comments. What's the wildest YOLO story you've seen? Or, hey, maybe your most epic lost porn moment. No judgment here. We're all just observing the beautiful chaos.
Share your war stories.
Until next time, stay unhinged, stay curious, and maybe, just maybe, diversify beyond that one meme stock your cousin's friend mentioned. Peace.
Ultimately, what remains fascinating is that enduring human desire for a shortcut, especially when financial literacy feels like this complex, gated community.
Yeah, totally.
And the community's self-awareness about the gambling aspect.
Yeah.
It's almost, dare I say, endearing. It's candid, at least.
Endearing is a word for it.
But just remember the old adage, the house always wins.
All right.
Eventually. But every so often, someone hits that jackpot. And that's the story everyone chases.